We've been waiting for this moment. Generations of innovation all coming together in one place. A pedigree of more than 70 years of NASCAR Cup Series history, from the past to the present, from Petty to Earnhardt to Elliott. Today, there's no more waiting. The future of NASCAR is now. Drive the next-gen cars today on iRacing and step into the next generation of racing.
It's a beautiful night here at Texas Motor Speedway as we get set to go green here just momentarily for this event. My name is Ezeckiel Reyes, nobody alongside of us here for this one as we get set for tonight's event. Well, here just for a fun one. Acog just going to gather up and we're going to find out who's going to pick up $10 after this what else to say, after this race. So, if you're not just joining us, well, you joined at the right time as we get ourselves set up with this. Currently qualifying going on as right now, so nothing to really fret over as drivers take their fastest two around the racetrack. We'll go ahead and pull that up here just momentarily, but thank y'all for tuning in. It should be fun to see on how this will all turn out as drivers fling around the racetrack for right now. Should be good. Not really sure what to expect. As we've seen off of practice, it has been an absolute show. It's been fantastic, the racing we're going to have out here. And I'm not really sure how it's going to turn out. Hopefully, everybody survives all the way to the end for this one, because we do have like a few drivers, but you know, yeah, man, there's a ton of people here, so I just hope nobody wrecks, because that's the last thing we want to see. So we'll go ahead and pull up our weather, see how it is right now out on the racetrack. 73 degrees out. Track temp is super hot. Wind going at 13 miles per hour east, so very gusty right now as partly cloudy skies sail around. Not really sure how many people we do have here, but currently 15 have logged in at least one lap. And not really much to say as of right now because qualifying is going on. But we just sort of wait it out until we get started with these first couple of heats. Well, we're gonna have heat racing, if y'all haven't noticed. A few of us are gonna, I think it's gonna get split into two by the looks of it, so should be fun to see how this all turn out. 21 drivers, actually 20 in total, to run this 30-lap event. No caution is gonna be counted, so no caution laps are gonna be counted. Yeah. I'm excited. It's been a while since I broadcasted, since just trying to get everything going and set per usual. here's your order as of right now. Still 43 seconds left in qualifying. Pack racing gonna be evident. It's gonna be like Daytona and Talladega, where you see in the NASCAR side everybody grouped up together and stuff. But hopefully, everybody, you know, keeps it chill out there, because these cars are gonna be a handful, especially in the draft. So should be fun. That's all I have to say. Sit back, go ahead and pull up a beer, get your water, whatever you can drink. I'm not really sure what to really say, but as right now, Acog in the number 9 machine sits on top. Anthony Rayner, Ibrahim Dajani, Amir Page, and we're gonna link the Slatelpa. Excuse me about that. All right, first heat gonna go underway, and we'll go ahead and show our starting order with this one. Starting row 1 is going to be Acog, Ibrahim Dajani, Lorena Slatelpa, shit, I'm sorry, Benjamin A. Walker right alongside him, Peter Kenny, also in this event alongside Cameron Perez, Shane Yates, Darius Rosdadgar, Victor Diachanovic, oh my gosh, I'm terrible at names, I'm sorry, Sawyer St. Clair, Charles Shanks, and Stephen McCamey are gonna round out the rest of the order. And it's gonna be 8 laps to decide on who is going to win this heat. And you'll definitely see some familiar drivers like that dude right there, Acog, in that number 9 machine. Should be fun to watch him because he's starting up top. Should be interesting to see how it's drafted and how he's gonna defend out, especially with an open wheel vehicle like this. I'm interested to see how it'll all turn out. That's all I can say. 12 drivers gonna grid up with this one. That's number 20. Stevie McCamey gonna be starting the boost. There we go. Looks like iSCAR about to set itself off, and Acog gonna lead the field to P3. Again, this heat, just 8 laps, so 8 laps to decide on who the 5 will start themselves. These top 5 spots are going to determine the top 10. And these 2 drivers right here are going to be lining up to the inside, so the next heat, which is going to be taking place here in just a moment, the next 5 of those drivers are going to be transferring toward the high side for 2nd, 4th, 6th, 8th, and 10th. Everybody else is going to get shoved into the last chance qualifier. Not technically a last chance qualifier, but oh jeez, we have a car dying already. Shane Yates. Oh my god, what happened here? Oh my god, 23 needs to whoever that car was
green
actually needs to get kicked off the session. We're green here at Texas. Green number 1, Acog, trying to lead this one up and away. Alright, and it's Dajani. Ibrahim Dajani gonna swing up to the high side already. Acog already trying to pull some blocks. Very, very late block there in the 17. We go 4 wide down the back. And it's the 9 of Acog, 2 on the bottom. On the high side, it's going to be Dajani, but he only has 1 guy up there who's trying to take it 3. That's Peter Kenny in the 99. They're about to go 3x3 here momentarily. The 17, Slatelpa is going to get sandwiched. 7 cars in the mix of this. 7 laps to go this time by. Kenny's trying to find a way around Dajani. He can't really do anything about that. The box in the line. He can wait for that draft to sort of kick into measures. As they head down the backstretch. It's all Acog and that number 9. And more cars tipping out to the low side. Benjamin A. Walker goes down low. As here comes Kenny. He's going to take it 3 wide. Now filling the holes of him is going to be, I think that's 17. No, it's the 22 of Victor. Victor coming through. He's going to be leading that second line up on the high side. DeJohnny a bit sideways as more cars peek out nearly into the outside wall. Goes to 30. Just a near wreck there as so precise with these wheel movements as much as they can down the back. One car on the apron. That's the 4. Benjamin A. Walker. He needs to get off of it. Looks like he's gonna go ahead and scoot himself to the back and back out for that. Doesn't really want to make a mess. They were 3x3, 2 rows deep. And making a charge up on the high side to the 22 of Victor. He has Dadgard right behind him as a pusher. As they head through. Oh! Big contact! Car upside down! 2 of them! Charles Shanks involved in that. I think that's Victor on his roof. Oh, that sort of discombobulates the pack just a bit. The 17 is still on the apron. Go down the back. Still Dominic Howe. Trying to get the best of DeJohnny right now. DeJohnny getting a nice arrow push from the 99 of Peter. Peter just trying to be as precise as he can. He doesn't want to touch the Ibrahim. If they do touch, that's going to be a big disaster. Here comes a 30 Dadgard to the high side. Dadgard's making that high side work. You see DeJohnny there on the left side trying to pinch to Dominic. 4 laps to go at the line. 7 cars to decide it. As they work down the back. DeJohnny working both lanes up on the high side. Dadgard, if he finds himself in line, I think he'll have something. DeJohnny's just losing too much momentum up on the high side. And now they're still 3 wide right behind. The 3rd car now in line. Looks like Zoe is going to be the 20, Stephen McCamey. He's trying to peek it 3 wide. Maybe Dadgard wants to go with him. Dominic just about clipping the grass there on the low side. Lorena still budged in on the bottom. Box in the line, can't go anywhere. I think if he tries to pull out a line, he might tag DeJohnny. DeJohnny's mirror driving. Oh! DeJohnny around! Hard flip right behind! Takes out 4 cars! DeJohnny up into the air. Looks like Dadgar's involved in that. Kenny's on his lid. And Stephen McCamey is the 4th car involved in that. Oh, that's a shame, and we're going to see 2 laps to go at the line, and here comes Benjamin A. Walker in the mix of this. These drivers could just get a faster pair and get themselves out. It's a battle for 5th spot right now. Looks like Dadgar's going to have to tow it to the apron. Lorena is trying to take it 3 wide. They're 3 wide down the back. Walker looking to get some help. From the 17, Lorena, he's going to go with Dominic. The 17's been stuck to the back bumper of Dominic this whole entire night. Here we go, 1.5 miles left. White flag this time by as they work through the first dog leg. And here comes Lorena. They're going to make a charge up the high side. Never mind, Benjamin is going to go down low. He dips out the 17. He wants the gun for himself in the win. What will Walker do? He's looking inside. He needs to find some room to swing up. Dominic's going to control the pine. Loretta has a run out of nowhere. Up to the high side goes Loretta. She's blinking out just a bit. 4 Walker has a run. I think it's off for Dominic Howe. Never mind, the 17 has a run. Side by side to the line. Loretta might get it. Dominic can't get there. 3 wide to the line. And the 17 of Loretta will win it here, leading only 1 lap. Wow, you talking about photo finishes. And Loretta picks it up over Dominic Howe, who dominated this thing. And the fight for 5th place looks like it's gonna go to DeJohnny. So Ibrahim DeJohnny is going to be the last one, and Victor, Steven, Darius, Charles, and Cameron Peter are all going to unfortunately go to the last chance qualifier. But man, you talk about excitement there. Or we have more stacked up here just momentarily. As we're going to find out on how it'll all turn out for this second heat. If you're not joining us here for this one, iRacing Acog hosted. with the Pro Mazdas here at Texas Motor Speedway. Obviously the legacy version, because the other version we don't like. Man, what a race right there. We're going to find out on who's going to pick up this second heat. And it's going to be Anthony Rayner and Amir Page. It's going to be Connor Brennan, Jason Flo. Betsy Carl, Riley Marabello in this heat. Jason Ashcook and Emmanuel Lopez. Chase St. Clair gonna round off this one, so it's gonna be a smaller one. You see Connor Brandon there, of course, known iSCAR veteran. Now soon to be Acog, as I think 5 cars in this heat. So it's going to be watered down. Hopefully, we'll still see a good show being put on by these 5 vehicles. Connor Brandon in that number 52. Should be fun to see on how the laws turn out for him. I'm excited to see how this 30-lap feature is going to be. If the racing's like that, it should be for a fun one. So, here we go. Gonna try it again for 8 laps of this other heat. Cells on in the 19 of Amir Page, already on the throttle, green flag. Amir with a huge jump. I think that's going to be allowed by iRacing officials, and to the back goes Amir Page. Up to the front goes Jason Flo. Oh, really spread out as Amir. Maybe want to get his black flag cleared from admins. They go side by side down the back. Connor Brennan now to the high side of Jason as they head into 3 and 4. Who knows? It was all Dominic Howe in that first heat. Who's it going to be for the second one? It currently is Jason Flo on the bottom, but looks like the 19, Amir Page, going to take it 3 wide at the line. We're still 3 wide. I think Jason's going to have the preferred line into 1. It seems as though you're able to pull there. Emmanuel Lopez and Jason Rashcook. Oh man, so close. As it's still just about 3 wide. Connor Brennan trying to clear Jason, and it's Amir Page. Oh, around goes Connor. Oh, that's unfortunate for Connor Brennan. Turned by the 19 of Amir Page. That's gonna eliminate Connor. Luckily for him, there's only 5 cars who started this heat. Man, it's getting hectic. Now for the lead. Here comes a newcomer. Now number 16 of There's 2 Jasons in here. Rashcook and Flo. Amir. Stuck to the backside of this 21. He's trying to get the best of him right now. And you see Emmanuel Lopez sort of floating in the distance as we hit 5 laps to go at the line. Amir flips on the high side. Caught Rashcook out line. Oh, bit of contact there. Not a lot of organization as they go 3 wide into 4. Amir scoots himself down to the bottom. At the line, not really sure who led it. Close trying as hard as Connor Brandon. He's going to play a lap car role. Now in and out on the racetrack. Of course, multiple fast repairs. What would he do down the back? Connor Brandon has reeled the 16 to the front. The 16 using Connor as an advantage right there. 3 laps to go. The only incident we've had all night was from Connor Brandon, which is very unfortunate. He's just not letting go of that bottom line. As Connor's going to be the pusher. And Amir Page now tucked into the bottom side, this inside line. They're really not pulling. That 24, Jason Flo, is doing a nice job of maintaining that high side as we go on board with the 16. 2 laps to go. More cars in this mix than there was Heat 1 for the win. When you had 3 cars for the win, here it is, it's 4. And it's Emmanuel Lopez, the man who's sort of lurking in the distance just in case if these drivers do tangle. Amir all the way on the apron. That's not going to be allowed by Acog officials. He does back off of it. Jason's still by himself. He can't get anything going. And Connor's going to scoot himself to the backside. And it's all going to come down to this. And the 16 of Jason Rashcook is a sitting duck. Here comes Flo up to the high side. White flag at the line. Connor into the outside wall. He scrapes it as Amir tries to split 3 wide. What a move. Question is, can he get him at the line? He's trying to. Amir now 3 wide down the back. Scoots himself back in line. Lost a lot of momentum there. Emmanuel now gets himself into the mix. Last chance for anything to happen. Amir to the high side. Emmanuel gets in the mix. 4 cars under a blanket as they come to the line. And the 24 of Jason Flo wins it at the line. And what a way for that to go down. As we'll go ahead and scoot ourselves into the last chance qualifying event. This one gonna be 10 cars. But man, what a finish. Still more people just flinging themselves on in. But another photo finish to get this one as we have our resident co-commentator Dewey Schramm into the booth.
Been a hot minute in here.
I know, we're sort of practicing and stuff like that, you know. Welcome to the booth, Dewey. Glad to have you back.
Yeah, me too. Been since, I think, March now, since we wrapped up iSCAR, so glad to see we're kicking things back into gear here for the summer season. Get ourselves pacing here for Heat 3. Racing's looked pretty good so far.
Yeah, that's right. This is the last chance qualifier. I mean, everybody's going to get themselves in regardless, so that's cool to see. We got multiple drivers. Looks like we're going to start at least 17 drivers for this 30-lap event. No caution laps are going to count. So, a full 30 laps of racing to get ourselves set for this event. There's 5 cars going to line themselves up, and it's Victor, Anthony, Peter, Charles, and Cameron, the drivers who are going to be this one.
I found the end of Heat 2 to be pretty interesting. I noticed that for about the last 5 laps, every time Amir Page made a move, Connor Brandon kept blocking him despite the fact that he was a lap down, because I think he was still mad that he got turned. And it kind of limited what Amir could do in terms of trying to get the heat win.
That's right. fast repairs for him. He got himself back onto the racetrack.
Green flag, green flag.
Oh, and a big check up there on the inside line. Looks like the 22 does not go. Victor does not go, and this is going to shoot out Anthony Rayner to the front.
Yeah, pretty poor start there for the 22, and he's going to wash up a little bit. Seems pretty squirrely there on that bottom side, but hopefully he can gather it up pretty quick here.
Oh, looks like this.
Oh, he might go 4 wide here into 3. This is going to be tight.
Oh, boy. 22's all the way on the apron. He needs to find some room.
Oh, and the yellow car is going to hold on for right now, but I don't know how the 22 made that work, because that should have probably put all 4 of them in the catch fence, but thankfully it didn't.
Whoa.
But this right here, oh my goodness, that move by the 23 into turn 1.
Wow, Cameron Perez just absolutely
Oh!
flung through the middle as they're still looking for some wrestling real estate down the back. That was a goated move by him, but unfortunately he's going to pay the price.
Still 3 wide. And near contact there between Perez. I believe that's the 18 of Rayner's in front of him. Now to 4, our pole sitter, Dave Chavain, still out front. And there's contact between... And the 2 of them go around here through the tri-oval. And that's going to take the 2 of them out of contention here for this LCQ. So Rayner's now back out front. I believe that's going to put Peter Kenny now into that second spot.
All right, so what could Peter do with this number 22 as they head into 3? Oh boy, and it's going to be the, looks like that'll be the 25 of Charles Shanks. He's sort of peeking in the mix as they cross the start-finish line. Now 7 laps to go at the line.
Yeah, these cars, you seem to get a huge run out of the corners, but then when you go into the corners, you kind of lose all your momentum again. So Kenny, I think, can lead laps at the line, but you see him here down the backstretch, almost struggling to stay side by side.
You see it right here. The car that's going to be key for this finish is going to be this number 25, Charles Shanks. This 25, that black machine in the distance. He could go with the inside or he could go with the outside. And currently, since he's sticking with the high side, Peter led it just by a smidge at the line. And that bit of aero push can make a difference at the line. So whoever that 25 goes with might be the winner at the end, unless he can take it 3 wide.
Say with the way things have gone so far tonight, I fully expect a 3 wide finish between these 3.
We'll have 6 laps decided though. We're still side by side for this top spot. Peter leaving a lot of room for this 22 to wrestle down to the bottom. It's Victor Chivane. Alright, down to the bottom side, and that's a 99 to Peter Kenny. Still leading laps at the line, but again, it's all going to be decided by that number 25 of how this is all going to go. Oh, he might take it through.
There he goes. I don't think he'll be able to get to the lead. Now, they'll still be 3 wide out of 4, but with the position that the 25 is in, he might be able to edge them both out at the line, but not quite yet. He'll have to try again in a couple more laps, but Kenny will lead again here at the stripe with 4 to go here in this LCQ. Oh, big move to the bottom by Shanks, crossing over the 22, but looks like he won't be able to get the nose under coming out of 2.
Peter left a bunch of bottom open and they'll allow the 22 to go to the inside, but you saw that run there by the 25, that previous lap. That tells me he's going to be able to get a 3 wide run onto the front stretch as well. So here he is setting up for another one. Looks like Peter's going to cut him out as we said 3 laps to go at the line. But
near contact.
Yeah, that run by there by the 25 means he doesn't have to go with any of these 2 up front. He could just find a hold in line, just take it. It's a gun for that win.
It's assuming these top 2 don't end up making contact first, because they've come close quite a few times now. 3 wide again here. into 3, but I think Shanks is going to fall back again here in the middle of the turn. And you see the inside is just so dominant as you get through the turn, but out of 4 is when the outside starts to open up and you see that side-by-side come in again. 2 to go, Shanks goes up with Kenny. But of course, this isn't the lap that counts, it's the last one that counts. We'll see if the 25 can maybe help the 99 finish ahead of the leader.
Yep, that's right. You'll have just about 2 miles left in this one as Peter attempts to maybe side draft this number 22. As they go to the line, looks like Peter, can he tuck himself back in line, maybe make a run? Well, looks like he tried to tuck himself back, but he had to run regardless. Here we go at the line, white flag, 1.5 miles to the left.
I thought Shanks had a chance to make it 3 wide up the middle, but I guess he didn't have enough of a run to do it. We'll see if he can out of 4, or maybe even out of 2. He's going to go all the way up high again, and they'll be 3 wide out of turn 2, but we'll see if he maybe crosses over down the backstretch. Here we go.
3 wide for the win here at Texas as they work into 3 and 4. Peter loses a ton of momentum, but we'll see
Here
if
comes
he can
Shanks.
find out of 4.
Here we go. 25 is going to make a move to the bottom. Now it goes up to the top. And at the line, that is close, but it's going to go to Peter Kenny, who just barely beats out the 22 of Victor Deschavain. So a great move there by Peter. Nets him the LCQ win. And now we can move on to our feature event.
Oh man, that's 3 photo finishes in a row here at Texas Motor Speedway. And man, if that doesn't tell you how this feature is going to go for this 30-lap event, I don't know what. But man, it should be fun to see on how it'll all turn out as we get set for this one into warm-up. Drivers going to go ahead and get themselves back into the racetrack and log in some more laps to get themselves situated for this one. If you're now just joining us here for this race, well, of course, iSCAR. I mean, not iSCAR. Acog starting back up this week. We're gonna run 3 different vehicles on Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays on Max Speed TV. So it should be fun to see on how that'll turn out. And of course, opening week this week.
Gonna have to get used to saying ACOG on broadcast instead of iSCAR.
Yeah,
After saying it for 3 years now, so bit of a learning curve, of course. Trying out new things, renaming some things, but the fall season and the summer season should be really, really fun. And of course, we'll have the next-gen cars in for the first time, and I'm really, really pumped to see how that all turns out. And that series is basically going to be a test to see if we're going to use, I guess, that in the fall, or if we're going to stay with the current Cup car for one more season. So I'm really, really excited to see what. Oh my god! but yeah, I'm really excited to see how all of this shakes out, because we've been, we haven't raced in a while. I'm sure a lot of these guys are itching to get back in the swing of things again pertaining to racing, and I miss being in here. So new beginnings.
That's right. Just trying to get our feet wet yet again before we dive into the water for the summer season. It should be a lot of fun. I'm excited to see on how it'll all go out as drivers look around the racetrack for their final time. Let's practice in as we can. This event is going to be taking place in 30 laps. So with 30 laps, no caution laps are going to be counted, multiple fast repairs. And whoever wins, running out with here with a bit of money, so.
Yeah, this may only be a hosted session, and you might be watching this and thinking, it's a hosted, who cares? But hey, you know what? There's some money on the line, so obviously there's gonna be some shenanigans since it's just a hosted, but I think we'll see an element of seriousness, especially from the people that, want the cash prize at the end. But based off of what we've seen so far, I think our feature is going to be really, really exciting, and there should be a lot of good action in it.
That is is correct, and you see it's just a lot of drivers having a bunch of pit parties and getting themselves out into a big draft, seeing what they could do. We'll scroll through and see some notable drivers out on the racetrack. Number 23, Cameron Perez, right to the high side of him. That's number 9, Dominic Howe. And you see Peter Kenny, who edged out driver at the end of that last chance qualifier, Ibrahim Dajani, last driver in heat number 2, or heat number 1, excuse me. And Sawyer St. Clair out here on the racetrack as well. Connor Brandon, see that number 92 out as well.
Yeah, Connor had a good chance in Heat 2 before the contact with Amir Page, so we'll see if he can redeem himself come feature time.
Just have to see. Yeah, just a minute left in practice is right now. Drivers just working through the racetrack and such as Shane Yates slams the high side barrier. And you're not running really fast around here. We'll take a look at like some other drivers around. You'll think they're going around 180 like an IndyCar, or like above 200. But look how fast these drivers are running. 143, 142 around the racetrack, and this is in the draft as well. I think max speeds we'll see around is around, I'd say,
Probably 150.
No, I wouldn't say 150 either. I'd say like 147 is the fastest these drivers may hit. But maybe we'll see a bit of 150 up there. I'm curious to see how it'll go, because everybody gets so boxed in once you're in a big pack like this. So it should be interesting to see what happens.
Good thing they aren't real the regular Indy cars, because if they were, we'd probably be going 220 into every turn, and that would be pretty gnarly if a wreck were to happen. So we'll get ourselves ready here as the warm-up has concluded. So we'll get these guys girded up and see who's going to walk out of here with some money here tonight. Apologies in advance if I get any of these names wrong here. Lorena Telpa, sorry. Well, they'll be starting on the pole, and Jason Flo will be starting in second.
Dominic Howe and Jason Rashcook right alongside number 9 and number 16.
Benjamin Walker will start himself here in 5th place, and Amir Page will be to his outside in P6.
Shane Yates, the number 6, and Emmanuel Lopez going to be running at row 4.
Rest of your top 10, Ibrahim Dajani in the 15, and Connor Brandon in the 92. Rest of the order be shown on the bottom of your screen. There's Peter Kenny, LCQ winner. He'll start in 11th. And as the rest of the field rolls itself through all the way back to, looks like 20 cars here lined up for the race. So it should be a good one. 20 cars, 30 laps, and some amount of money.
Yeah, that's right, just $10 at the line. And again, lots of fast repairs on hand. So if these drivers do wreck out, well, that's all you have to do is just fling it on the pit road and get those wings repaired. Back onto the racetrack you go. As long as you don't go a lap down, I think we'll be good. Again, 30 laps to decide this event. So it should be fun to see on how it'll all go. See weather here. Bottom right, pretty gusty going east at 12 miles per hour. Track temp fairly hot at 111 degrees Fahrenheit. Temperature ambient currently stands at 74. Partly cloudy skies to work ourselves with this event. So 15 drivers. Go ahead and line ourselves up and do get out here at Texas. Themselves off of the 4th corner. Hey, iSCAR scoots itself on into 17. Looks like he's about to jump the restart.
Green
Dominic
flag,
goes
green
really
flag.
early, and that might be a black flag as drivers scoot themselves into the tri-oval. For Dominic Allen, that number 9. Oh man, that was very unfortunate. I'm not sure if he's going to get the rear next caution, but green here at Texas for 30 laps.
Yeah, that looked a bit early, so we'll see what ends up happening there. Got one blinker here down the backstretch as these guys start to file in line a little bit as the top three get themselves down to the bottom. And you see that first car, look at the run he's getting up the middle, now side by side with our second place car. And out of four, they're still all over the place, and there's some contact, but looks like everyone's going to hold on and be all right for now. But that may be short-lived because they're still all over each other here on the one.
Yeah, that's right. How about that third line by That's the 18, I think, or the 15 of Ibrahim Dejani as the 4 drops himself down low. He wants to get out of there. They're looking 4 wide down the back. This is going to get messy in the 3.
Oh, that is tight. Watch out. They're good for right now. Oh, nope, no, they're not. There they go.
All right, man. Caution is out.
Multiple
Caution
cars
is out.
spin here in the middle of turn 3 and turn 4. Another car gets clipped at the pit road entrance, and 4 or 5 cars all get collected in this one. And that's going to be our first yellow of the feature. And that's going to take some people out of contention here for this race.
Oh, that's unfortunate. And looks like Amir Page in the 19 is going to have to tow it because of that. So we'll get a replay of what happened as they worked into 3 and 4, and so many cars were just all bottled up heading into the corner. And yeah, it was bound to go messy as Cameron Perez, I think, was the driver who flung it through the middle, trying to get some wrestling movement. Unfortunately, it wasn't.
He had such a big run. He ends up, I think there might have been a bit of net code there, but Cameron Perez, he's all right. He's going to be in second place now, but all these other cars, not so fortunate. And looks like there's some wheel-to-wheel contact there between the 23 and I'm not sure who that is spinning. But yeah, 5-6 cars all end up collected in this one. So probably to be some unhappy campers here on just lap number 4.
Like another driver who had to tow, looks like was the number 92 of Connor Brennan. Also involved in that mess, but a lot of drivers going to hit pit road this time by. We'll go ahead and pull up the pit stop panel here shortly, but lots of drivers just taking some in and out fast repairs. Of course, there's multiple, so get yourselves easily in and out. It's the only drivers on pit road. There's more drivers on pit road right there. Looks like there's 6 currently, trying to get as much real estate as they can. Apologies for ATVO. I know there's a couple of new bugs with how timing and scoring goes right now. We'll go ahead and restart that and get ourselves back to normally and stuff like that. But
yeah, we're better off having the technical difficulties now than during an actual race.
that's right.
Get the issues evened out before it matters. Pace light's still on, so we'll do at least 2 more laps under yellow here. Dominic Howe looks like, despite the potential jump on the start, has not received any black flags, so right now still leads.
Yeah, so go ahead and get ourselves rolling here for this one. Of course, now new commands to get ourselves situated. About to do a few here shortly, but should be fun. As I think we'll get 1 to green. There we go.
Alright, so lap 7 restart here after our first yellow of the night. Looks like Dominic Howe Talpa and I think Kenny now will be third. I think the ticker is still updating. But it looks like Kenny's there. So we'll see how they all line up. As Dominic will try to hide inside the pace car.
And again, there's no caution laps that are counted in this, so...
Oh, this is news to me now.
Yeah, so no caution laps that are counted, so we're still gonna be on lap 6 out of 30 once we do take the green. So there's not any racing that's gonna be lost for this as we get set to go green here. As it's supposed to be single file, but it looks like these drivers are a bit confused. Right now. They are gonna cover themselves up, but here we go. Dominic Howell gonna lead the field to green.
Green flag, green flag.
Yeah, so definitely a odd restart there. Some people thought it was single file, some people thought it was double file, but with how strong the draft is in these cars, it's probably not going to make too much of a difference as one car flings it up high, probably to get out of the way of that 17 that keeps blinking. And if I were them, I wouldn't want to be behind the blinking car either. As we're side by side for the lead here into 3. I believe that's Dominic Howe still out front as they look 3, maybe 4 wide right behind him out of 4. Oh, here they go. Oh, that's a huge crash. One car's been upside down out of 4 and gets clipped. They're barrel rolling here at the pit road entrance, spinning on its rear. And that car, whoever that is, that's Peter Kenny. That car is destroyed. So he's going to definitely need one of his faster pairs because he went flying.
Oh, that's unfortunate. And he's trying to scroll it through. Maybe flick it on pit road. And it's very unfortunate as we're going to get a look at that.
No fault of his own either.
Oh, man.
Got clipped by that Repsol car. I'm not sure who's in that. Repsol car also flipped over.
We'll get another look at it. I think the first contact was the 15 at Johnny. Johnny might have, I don't know if he might have made a late move there to get to the backside of that orange machine, and they sort of all collided into one place. You'll see the 19 of Amir Page. He starts going down to make a move, and unfortunately, it just doesn't work. So,
and you'll see the Repsol car. He gets clipped, I think, by Dejani as well, and then that orange car, and he goes sailing up and clips the 99, who was all on his own up high, and the two of them both flip. Another car goes in and clobbers, I think, Dejani. So a big mess here out of turn 4. That's Victor Deschavain. So him and Kenny both. And they were the two that were in the photo finish, I believe, for the LCQ, and the two of them now going to have to resort to a faster pair. So a bunch of destroyed race cars here after that one. But faster pairs will save the day.
That's right. So we'll try it again. It's Conor Brand going to wave himself around alongside with the 11 of Emmanuel Lopez. Amir Page still, you see him out on the racetrack. He's going to scoot himself down on in. Looks like maybe do a bit of repairs, use a faster pair on that machine after that contact. And a bit little bits and pieces of contact can shoot these cars sideways, and they can upset the vehicle as well. So, although it's slower speeds in these open wheel machines, still contact, slight bits of contact can cause one giant pile up, and we're just gonna have to see on how long go once we do hit the end of this. Number 23 doing a fine job of keeping himself up front for right now as we're gonna restart this thing. Looks like on lap number 10 or 11.
Should get the one to go this time. As Cameron Perez now in the lead. Sawyer St. Clair up to second. And Shanks up to third. So that big wreck flipped this entire top 10 on its head. as at the very least the top 5. Nobody that was in the top 5 before that wreck is there now. So we'll see if these 5 can potentially stay there, or if some of these guys that just ended up in the wreck can try to claw their way back up and make it an interesting battle for the finish.
Alright, taking 1 to go at the line. Looks like we are going to double up for the restart. It's Cameron Perez up on the high side. Torres St. Clair, Charles Shanks, Shane Yates, and Jason Rashcock. Top 5. Dominic Allen, that number 9 machine, is sort of floating in the distance. See what he can do. He's going to be starting from 6th, but of course those drivers right behind. We still have 12 all on the lead lap. Should be interesting to see on how it'll all go once you do hit the end of this thing. And here's Benjamin Walker all the way on the tail end of the lead lap. Still all 15 drivers on the racetrack as of right now, so lots of racing left to go. 20 laps to go. Gonna hit 19 at the line. It's Cameron Perez gonna lead the field to the green.
St. Clair 2 is outside.
Green flag.
We're back underway, and somebody just got the jump of a lifetime. I think that was Amir Page, and he had to let off so he wouldn't get a penalty, and that's going to stack everybody else up that also went up high. And they're going to be all over each other immediately off the restart. Hopefully we don't have another incident like the one we just had, but with how close they are. There it is! There goes the 23, and that's going to collect half the field at least. Somebody just hit the catch fence. I'm not sure who it was, I think. But Cameron Perez got hooked from the lead right in front of the entire pack. And yep, there is a car stuck at the catch fence. That is Connor Brandon, the 92. So indeed, we did have a catch fence hit. We'll get a look and see what happened to him. And, oh. I think he might have called it a night.
Might have.
Because he missed the wreck. I think he just didn't want to wait any longer. But there you see the 23 get hooked and a huge hit right there. That's the car I thought hit the catch fence. That's Shane Yates in the 6. But Connor, I guess, had enough and hit the inside wall and decided, I'm going to get stuck in the fence and leave. So that'll take him out of the running here for this one. So that's going to put the 25 of Charles Shanks now into the lead. Dejani in 2nd. Looks like Jason Flo now into 3rd. And with considering the 23 got turned in front of the entire field, I'm surprised more people weren't collected in that one. I thought just about every car on track would have ended up in there.
Yeah, he sort of flung through and started netcoding. I wouldn't say netcoding on people, but enough to sort of jump over a few drivers, get himself a nice head of steam. But here we go. Try it again and see what happened. What's going to happen in this upcoming reset. Looks like, I'm not sure if caution laps are actually being counted, so.
I think they are.
Yeah, I think they are, so it looks like, my apologies, it looks like caution laps are counting with this event. So it's Charles Shanks now up front. We've watered down the field with now 14 cars left in this one. Perez, even though he was a first car sideways, is gonna...
Still in the top 10.
Yeah, still in the top 10 regardless, so...
I don't think he used a fast repair either. I think he's using the same... we're still out there. I guess maybe the damage wasn't too bad. So we'll see how he fares here on this next restart.
See how it goes. Shanks, Flo, Dejani, Rashcock, and Slatelpa all inside this top 5. Still plenty of racing to go. 16 laps to go up the line. And to keep it clean for 16 laps, most likely not, but regardless, to go back green and see when the next wreck will happen. And it's Charles Shanks who's going to lead this one as we're on board Jason Flo. Here they go. iSCAR is in. Oh, more organized than what we've seen the previous restarts. Never mind that. Not Ibrahim Dejani, but Amir Page right against the barrier. Trying to find some wrestling real estate as they work into one.
Same thing he did on the last restart. It looks like he didn't have to let off as much this time as he did the last time. And there's Cameron Perez right up the middle again, trying to regain that lost ground after getting hooked from the race lead. And out of 2, already back into the top 5, looking 3 wide for the lead here down the backstretch. And just like that, he goes from being hooked from the lead back into the lead. Briefly. And a contact again. Uh-oh. There, that's not gonna work.
No,
oh, there it is. Oh my goodness. Oh, they just went flying. I think that's Kenny, or that's Jason Rashcock there in the 16 and Latelpa in the 17. I knew that wasn't gonna work. And something had to give, and unfortunately these two on the receiving end of it giving. So we'll have to line them up and do it again, but before we do that, we'll get a look and see what set this all off. But it seems like the exit of turn 4 seems to be the trouble spot for these guys tonight.
They all started to collide. I mean, they're 4 wide, and the 17 sort of ran out of room. And, that's a big hit.
Man.
By Jason Rashcock. He got clipped at the end. He had it avoided.
He got hit twice by the 17. I think once, and then again when the 17 was trying to gather it up again. So the 2 of them go careening through the air. So Shanks will retain top spot. And now Cameron Perez, just like that, back into second after being hooked from the lead on the previous restart.
Kenny in the 99 is going to get a wave around it. Shane Yates, the one who's going to get eliminated off of that.
I think Yates was out from the previous one.
Oh.
Maybe. So a pretty chaotic feature, I think, so far.
Oh, it's definitely chaotic right now. We've had multiple drivers being sent up airborne. Luckily, it's a simulator after all, so no physical injuries, except maybe if you have your force feedback turned all the way up, maybe a burnt out wrist if you're hanging onto the wheel.
Yeah, recommendation, don't do that.
Yeah, do not do that. Especially with a direct drive wheel. You do not want to hold on to that. Alright, well, we'll see one to go at the line.
$11 cars on the lead lap out of the 15 that started. Yates and Brennan, I believe, are done for the night. Deschavain's 4 down. I'm not sure if he's on track or not. And there's Latelpa 2 down on pit road. So he might have already used both of his faster pairs, or if there's only one. I'm not sure how many these guys have. But if he's already used all of them, then he's probably going to be there for a while.
Weaving through the middle multiple times. Most restarts, he started toward the back. Now here he is up front. What is he going to do? There's Dejani in 4th. Dominic in 5th. Dominic has still yet to crawl himself to the front as... Here we go. 11 drivers left.
Green.
Amir tries to jump the start. That is maybe going to work out for him, but unfortunate for the 99.
Yeah, Dominic Howell got away with it. Him, not so much. And out of 2, they start to fan out once again. Hopefully they don't wreck this time. There's Cameron Perez, makes a big move down to the bottom, and he'll retake the top spot. So put that bright yellow 23 back to the race lead, but I don't think he'll be there for long. Here comes that high side out of turn 4 with a big head of steam, led by the 15 at Dejani, and he'll actually lead the lap at the line. Wheel-to-wheel contact there between Perez and I believe St. Clair, as these guys are all over each other once again into 1.
Perez is not... Oh, he's pushing Ibrahim Dejani.
Oh, man.
He's going to hook him. Maybe.
Oh, they might go onto the apron. They're looking 3, maybe 4 wide. Contact between Perez and somebody, but they hold on. That could have been big.
Yeah, half the field backed off of that with that contact as Perez now shoots at the high side. And here comes the 12 of Sawyer.
Yeah, they're just going all out. 10 to go, 9 to go now. As Perez all by himself up top now. Hopefully for him, nobody but underneath him gets clipped and gets sent up the track like we saw earlier with Peter Kenny. Looking at 3 wide once again.
And here comes the 23. He's going to roll up, looks like with a 24. Jason Flo. Flo's trying to work himself up into the mix, but looks like it's not going to work out for him as Peter cuts out that outside line just a bit. Peter, third car on the outside. He's trying to find some wrestling real estate. 3 wide at the line.
Look at Perez up on the top side, with not a lot of help either. As Flo might take it 4, they're going to go 4 wide for the lead into 1. Flo lost the momentum as soon as he gained it, but they were briefly 4 wide for the race lead. And this is going to be close once again out of turn 2. Hopefully they don't make contact. Down the backstretch, Perez trying to make up more ground without much by way of drafting help. And they're still 3 wide for the lead here through 3 and 4. And you cannot get any closer than that.
Oh boy. Looks like the drivers got their marks down as the 11 of Amir trying to peek it out 4 wide at the line. 7 laps to go. And Perez is nosing up ahead with the 9 of Dominic Howell. Is rolling his line really well in the middle. Trying to find a slotted line.
Watch out! There's contact, I think, between Howe and Perez, but they're alright for now. But I wouldn't count on it staying that way. As Dejani still leads here. Into 3, more contact there between, I think, Shanks and Perez this time. 23's trying to file in, and he ends up turning the 25. And Shanks will go for a spin through the infield grass. And that will put us back under caution and probably into green-white checkered territory unless there's less than 3 pace laps.
It might be less than 3 pace laps. That was just a quick spin.
Kind of surprised it was a caution, honestly, with it being a single car. And you see the 23 just trying to file in line, and in the process ends up getting to the back of the 25. And look at that red car. I'm not sure who that is, but a great job not hitting the 25 as he spun and keeping it as a single car. So despite the spin, Shanks should be alright. He'll just have his work cut out for him on the restart.
So looks like we do have some drivers who could get. Oh, looks like not. Never mind. All right, so yeah, you are right. We're gonna see 3 laps to go at the line. With Dejani up front. Oh man. How is he gonna fend out the drivers right behind? What can he do? This one. 3 green light checkered attempts, so just in case if we need to go overtime, there's 3 attempts to take 2 laps around. Here we go. iSCAR on in. Dejani smashes the throttle early.
Green flag, green flag.
Go. It seems as though the 11 of Emmanuel Lopez did not get going. Amir Page does not jump the restart this time, but Dejani is a sitting duck up front. Flo's going to close the gap between himself and the leader. He's going to swing on the high side, most likely on the 2. Here he comes.
Could it be the race-winning move, though? Because with 2.5 laps to go, I mean, you're making that move now and you might catch yourself to the lead, but no guarantees at all. We're going to go 5 wide for the lead in the middle of turn 3.
Oh, they just about wrecked us. Oh!
Oh, man. 3 wide at the line. 2 laps to go. Oh, hopefully they make it without wrecking it. Oh, that guy. I don't know who that is, but he didn't. And that'll put us into green-white checkered territory here.
Oh, man.
I thought whoever that was had it gathered up, but unfortunately, that Sawyer St. Clair couldn't quite keep it straight, and he took a big lick to the outside wall. So it'll be 2 laps now to decide who will walk out of here with $10. But man, we were 5 wide for the lead at one point.
Yeah, that was crazy.
That's this mode. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And here's St. Clair. He's the black car up top. There's the initial contact between him and I think the 16. And you'll see more contact right there. And just couldn't quite keep it straight, and the nose of his car no longer existent, and ended up fishtailing it into the outside wall, but almost had it saved.
Yeah, he had it. I mean, it was this close.
Did they just spin under caution?
Not sure. No, they're catching.
I thought I just saw somebody spin at that really small camera angle. Hopefully that was a replay.
Johnny gonna go in and out.
So Lopez now the leader, and Jason Flo second. And looks like Lopez has some front wing damage, so he'll come down pit road and get that fixed up for the green-white checkered.
Jason Flo is going to pick up the lead from Emmanuel Lopez, who's done a very nice job. He's the person with the least amount of incidents. Emmanuel, man, he's just waiting in the wings, waiting for something to happen. And Sawyer St. Clair, fast repair, in and out he goes. The most aggressive guy I've seen all this race has been this number 23 of Cameron Perez. He's been shooting through the middle, finding all sorts of gaps. he's made it work for the most part, but he's gotten into a couple of drivers. And here we go, green, white, checkered. 3 attempts at this. This is only our first attempt. And for Jason Flo and that number 24. What can he do up front to get himself $10? Cars still in the mix of this. 2 of them are laps down, so it was 10. All in the lead lap, all the way back to Dejani, who's at the tail end of the field. You know, Dejani could still win this thing as long as he's in on the lead lap. It's still anybody's shot to win. Numbers you want to watch out for is the 99 of Peter Kenny. He's sitting in 3rd. Now is he going to walk up and away with $10? Green flag. And the 24 hits the throttle early. Will he be a sitting duck now?
Weird to say that at Texas, but with these cars, he very well might be, as here comes Peter Kenny, who won the LCQ. Here he comes up on the high side, trying to get the lead away. And here comes the 16. He thought about making it 3 wide, but didn't have the space to. Here's Lopez. He's going to take it all the way down to the apron. 4 wide for the lead down the backstretch. And Cameron Lopez, Perez, with a great move down to the bottom, and he'll take the race lead coming to white flag.
One more lap. Oh, no!
Oh, God!
All right, man. Caution is out.
Terrible crash. And that'll bring the caution back out. That's Emmanuel Lopez. What a hit. That was out of turn 4, and the trouble spot strikes once again. And that car went absolutely flying through the air. And we'll have to get a look at that one because that was huge.
Oh yeah, man. Oh my goodness, they all started stacking up. Of course, everybody started to fan out and such, but the first car we saw get turned might have been the 24. I'm not really sure. I mean, look at the run the 11 of Lopez had. The driver right behind. Oh my gosh.
That was a great move by Perez down the backstretch. That might have prevented him from getting into the wreck by making that move. And oh, wait. See, there's Lopez flipping through the air. There was somebody else that was even higher in the air than he was. There it is. Who was blinking, shut up for 2 seconds while in the middle of the air, and then disappeared again. Watch it right there. Like half a second he's visible and then disappears again. I don't know who that was, but he got a whole lot of air on that one.
Yeah, I mean, you saw the run that Emmanuel Lopez had. I think that's, I'm not sure who the car right behind him was, but he didn't check up in time, and Lopez couldn't really go anywhere since he was boxed in line. And that in turn sort of caused a big stack up.
Somebody wrecked after that. Somebody that missed the wreck then spun after. I think it might have been Flo, maybe? It was a purple car.
I did saw that too.
I don't know who that was, but looks like Dejani and Perez are going to be the top 2 here. As we get one more look at this. Oh yeah, there it was. Dejani and another car got collected too, so that was after the initial wreck, and that indeed is Jason Flo in the 24. So those 2 missed it, and then they made contact that sent the 24 spinning. And it looks like he will beat the pace car off pit road, so he'll be able to stay on the lead lap. Or actually 1 lap down. So probably still out of contention. But we'll see if we can go green to the end this time around.
Currently single file. Just trying to get themselves ready to go here for it, but man, Cameron Perez back to the running toward the back. I mean, he finds holes in line, scoots through them, but now since he's up front, can he play the defense game rather than the offense game? Time to go at the line. Sawyer St. Clair, unfortunately, out of it. Sawyer St. Clair back on the racetrack, unfortunately 3 laps down, so now green white checkered attempt number 2 out of 3. You have to scroll all the way back to the 99 of Peter Kenny. It's the last car on the lead lap, so 8 cars to decide this on how it'll all go. How will Cameron Perez control this field, work himself into a win? $10 on the line.
Green.
Reyes holds back the field.
Here we go.
Peter Kenny already splitting at 3 wide as Perez boxes up against the barrier. Whoa!
Oh! And the ball. Oh! 2 cars take a big hit to the outside wall. And caution once again. I think somebody either made a move down to the grass.
What the heck?
I think somebody either made a move down to the grass or. Yeah, that orange car just full sent into the grass and took them both out. I'm not even sure who that was. But it looks like it was somebody that wasn't even lined up. They were way, way back. You'll see them come into frame right here. There they are. I'm not sure who it is, but they were not even lined up and just went for a gap that did not exist. That's Deschavain. And unfortunately took somebody else out with him. So I'm not really sure what Deschavain was doing, and he was already 4 laps down. So I mean, he had no shot at winning the race, but unfortunately prevented another driver from having a chance. So we'll try again here.
Oh,
that's Lopez. I think he was the one that got turned by Deschavain. He's trying to make it back to pit road, presumably for a fast repair, but unfortunately you see the field going by him. He's already gotten lapped, so he's out of it. And actually there's only 6 cars left on the lead lap, so we have, I think, 10 or 11 on track, but only 6 are going to have a chance to win this.
Lopez, easy, fast repair, in and out he goes, so.
I don't know if there's any more green white checkers though. And he's a lap down. Yeah, so he's stuck a lap down, unfortunately. No fault of his own though. Deschavain just full sent him in the grass there, so he'll at least be able to finish. He just won't have a chance to win. But these top 6 that are on the lead lap, I think they all have an equal chance. And we'll see which one of them comes out on top here in just a moment.
Cameron Perez, the lowest iRating out of everybody in the field. It's a 900-something iRating. 800, excuse me. 842. He's sort of fending off for right now. He went fine. You see Dejani sitting there in second with a 2600. 1400. Charles. Rajcock has a 3041. I mean, 3300. So a lot of stout drivers right behind the lone Cameron Perez, who has under 1,000 iRating. Their highest iRating driver is Emmanuel Lopez in the 3900s.
And I've always said that, iRating isn't always, indicative of talent. I mean, you just mentioned Perez having the lowest iRating out of everybody, and he's been one of the best cars on track for this entire race. So, I mean, iRating can, show how much talent somebody has, but even if they don't have a lot of iRating, it doesn't mean they're bad either.
Nope, that's right. Stack him up and line him up again and see what's going to happen. Perez tries to hold off everybody right behind for $10.
And I think if the yellow comes out, the field will be frozen.
Yep, that's right. Race will be over, so...
Hopefully they make it to the white.
Green,
Here we
green.
go.
Oh, DeJohnny
6
got
cars.
a nice restart.
6 cars with a chance to win that are on the lead lap. 2 laps to go here at Texas to decide this hosted session. And hopefully they make it to the white so we can have an actual race back. Because it would stink if we have to end this thing at a caution.
Go down the back. DeJohnny wiggling just
They're
a bit.
wasting no time.
Can they make it off of 4?
Oh,
That's the
man.
question. That's the 3 wide. DeJohnny edging out Perez just by a bit.
Come on, guys, make it to the white.
And it's the 16 of Acog who's going to be arrow pushing DeJohnny. Here we go off of 4. Uh-oh.
Oh, big save there by Benjamin Walker. And we make it to the white flag. And now they're going to wreck. 3 cars go spinning down the grass. And more cars. Kenny goes around. And the second place car does as well. And Cameron Lopez is all by himself now as Kenny's destroyed. And I don't know who's up to second place, but this isn't over yet. That car in second might get a big enough draft to maybe get Perez out of 4. But with that car making a move for second, that might have sealed the deal right there. And out of 4, Cameron Perez, the lowest iRating in the field, will take the win here in the feature and pick up a $10 cash prize. And will get turned across the line. So congratulations to Cameron Perez on a job well done and surviving what was a pretty hectic feature race.
Wow. So Cameron Perez wins it here at Texas as, man, that was a hectic finish as the field blew apart. And for that number 23, Cameron Perez wins it. Full results
Benjamin
here.
Walker. Oh,
Go ahead.
yeah, Benjamin Walker, I think he was like 5th or 6th on the white flag. He ends up 2nd with those last lap wrecks. DeJohnny in 3rd, Charles Shanks in 4th. Those are the only ones that complete every lap. Peter Kenny and Jason Flo, they got wrecked on the last lap. Rashcock, I believe, got turned just before the white. Watelpo, Lopez, and St. Clair round out your top 10.
There's only 15 cars who started. All the way, Amir Page, Victor J. Schvain, Dominic Howell, Shane Yates, Connor Brennan. Everybody else did not start the race. So, congratulations to this number 23 of Cameron Perez. And that'll be it here with the Acog iRacing hosted. So, glad you could tune us in. We're with this one. And we'll go ahead and see. We'll go ahead and see you coming in this week, of course. Coming Friday, Saturday, and Sunday for the iRacing, the Acog iRacing series, of course. Go ahead and skim through that. Friday, this weekend, coming with the Triple Challenge live on Max Speed TV.
Cannot wait.
Yeah, that should be fun. So, the driver who, of course, gets rewarded the most points off of that exchange, basically highest average finish, is going to walk away with a handful amount of cash. So, should be fun to see on how it'll all go for him. But regardless, thank you all for watching here live on KMN, not Max Speed TV. My name is Ezeckiel Reyes.
Now, Dewey Schramm, thank you all for tuning in. Nice little tune-up for everybody here. And cannot wait to get this summer season kicked off. So, we'll see you over the weekend.